Hello and welcome to the latest Intelligent Instructor News Roundup. In a week of big news, we bring you all of the latest driving and instructor news so you can share your views on what affects our industry. I'm Francis from the Driving School TV, and in the news this week, the budget, putting a spanner in the works, hybrid fuel figures and guinea pig drivers. So straight in with the big stuff. First on the news, you cannot have missed the fact that Rishi Sunak was in the House of Commons and giving his budget speech this week. Along with freezing fuel duty and extending SEISS support, he also found money to give support to some of the newly self-employed who missed out before. The details not clear, but the support should reach around 600,000 more people, and fingers crossed it might bring some welcome relief to a number of new driving instructors out there. Applications for the fourth SEISS grant will open in April, but a firm date wasn't announced. It will be on the same basis as last time's 80% of 3 months averaged profits. To be eligible when you weren't before, you need to have submitted your 1920 tax return as of the 2nd of March. There will also be a fifth grant with very different rules in late July, and we'll bring you more on that story right here closer to the time. But to read more about it now, check out the link to the full story in the description. Next on the news, the world may have become more reliant on cars during the pandemic, but with increasing use, they're more likely to run into issues. So which car brands are the most unreliable? Click4Reg did a study where they collated how many times people searched for breakdown advice for specific car manufacturers. Now you've got to take this with a pinch of salt, as certain demographics who buy certain brands perhaps might not first turn to Google for help. And a really popular brand like Ford will automatically have a higher number of searches than a company like Lotus with way less cars on the road. But here's the results, and unexpectedly, German engineering hasn't proven the most reliable, with Mercedes topping the table for most worldwide searches for breakdown help, with over 1.5 million searches every single year. And the UK's most searched breakdown help was for BMW. In second and third place worldwide comes Ford, then Audi, and in the UK, it's second place goes to Ford and third place goes to Mercedes. Make what you will of that. Next on the news, the fuel consumption of plug-in hybrid PHEV cars is 61% lower on average than official figures suggest. Which did a test where they put 22 plug-in hybrids through what they call a more stringent lab test, and their results have raised a few eyebrows. After the tests, Natalie Hitchens from Which said it's clear that the standard set for calculating fuel efficiency rates is flawed and should be reviewed to reflect real-life driving conditions. So, the best performing vehicle in the Which test? The Toyota Prius. Yep. It achieved 114 miles per gallon versus the official 188.3. That's a difference of 39%. That's huge, and that's the best performing. Next, let's talk about the worst. BMW's X5 plug-in hybrid was the furthest from its official figure. BMW quoted 188.3 mpg, and on the Which test, it returned just 52.8 mpg. What do you think about this story? Is this set to be the next emissions scandal? I think it might. Next on the news, Loughborough University wants car drivers for a new research project. Maybe you could join in. The idea is to test the next generation of motoring technology as part of a European safety project. They've developed technology that monitors your driving style and the surrounding environment to see if a driver is within what they call acceptable boundaries of safe operation for the current environment, whatever that means. The equipment's supposed to monitor factors that can lead to hazardous situations like fatigue or distraction, and real-time warnings will alert drivers if they go outside the safe operation zone. The researchers are looking for people who are over the age of 18, hold a full UK driving licence and live within an hour of Loughborough. Now, the last one rules me out, but if you're still in and you want more information on this or any of the other stories that we've covered in the news today, then the links are in the description below. And that's it for today's Intelligent Instructor News Roundup. I've been Francis from the Driving School TV. Catch us back next week on Friday for the latest news and to have your say. And in the meantime, drive safe.